Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with FoneArena.com and you're watching the video review of the Dell Venue 8 Pro. Windows 8.1 has finally enabled a better portrait orientation support, so we are starting to see a range of mini tablets from many manufacturers, with the Venue 8 Pro taking a special place amongst them. With an 8-inch screen and a thin and portable body, the Venue 8 Pro running full Windows 8.1 hopes to offer the best of both the worlds with more focus on the tablet side. Does it deliver? Let's find out. The design of the Venue 8 Pro is conservative to say the least. It doesn't have a metal body, but the plastic used for the back is soft touch and has concentric circles around the logo that, along with the curved edges, makes the tablet great to hold in one hand. This is a well-built tablet, no doubt about that, but it's also thin and light. It is just 9mm thick and weighs 395 grams, which is just 90 grams over the iPad mini, which is already one of the lightest tablets around. So overall, the tablet looks to be built to last and is very comfortable to use even in one hand. Let's walk you through the hardware now. The front of the tablet is fully covered in glass and is devoid of any hardware or touch controls. Underneath the glass resides the 8-inch IPS LCD display, above which we have the 1.2 megapixel HD front-facing camera, a white LED indicator for telling you when it is on, and an ambient light sensor. Over at the right side, the tablet is stocked with the micro USB port, an indicator LED for the same, the power button, volume rocker, and the microphone used for voice calls. The buttons are made of metal, and while they feel nice, they could have had more travel to make it easy to find and use. Below these controls and inputs lies the micro SD slot on the same side. The extra space here besides the slot is supposedly for the micro SIM slot that will appear in the LTE version of the tablet. Over at the bottom, we have a really loud loudspeaker, and that alone. Moving on to the top, we have the weirdly placed start button and the 3.5mm audio jack. The start button is easily accessible from the landscape orientation, but in portrait, it doesn't really make sense. Thankfully, we have the software charms bar, which makes the start button usually redundant except for taking screenshots. On the back of the device, we have the 5MP autofocus camera and the logos for Dell and Intel inside. Let's talk about the hardware highlights now. The Venue 8 Pro is equipped with an 8-inch 1280x800 IPS LCD panel with a pixel density of 189 ppi. While the ppi count is low by today's standards, much like the first generation iPad mini, this display too shines due to its brilliant colors, brightness, and viewing angles. However, out of the box, adaptive brightness is set to on by default, which makes the display so dull. It is necessary that we change this in order to get the best experience. The 16:10 display has a good balance for consumption of videos as well as text with decent crispness, but falls short of the competition with its low resolution. Overall, we think it's a really awesome display despite the drawbacks in resolution. The Venue 8 Pro is powered by the Intel Atom Bay Trail Z3740D X Series 6 system on chip. Yes, it runs full Windows and is powered by a quad-core 1.8 GHz processor at turbo speeds with 2 GB of DDR3 LRS RAM. It also has Intel integrated HD graphics for gaming and other GPU related purposes. Overall, the performance is fantastic for what it offers. To test this out, we ran some benchmarks and found that the CPU to be very powerful, while the GPU might be lacking when compared to the high-end competition. But not to worry, this GPU, especially powering just a 1280x800 display, is plenty enough for gaming tasks. We loaded up some games from the Windows Store, usually the ones that you play on the go, and found all of them to perform really well. Gaming and benchmarks aside, we also think you will not find a problem with the general speed of usage. While Windows 8.1 has been optimized better, we can notice the processor blaze through the UI and opening apps without breaking a sweat, which is a good thing. Coming to storage, the tablet is a 32GB variant we got, but comes only with 12.5GB free out of the box. You do have the micro SD card to expand the storage, but the inbuilt memory is the only place where you can install apps and games from the Windows Store. And after we installed several games, it ended up with just 3 to 4GB of free space, which might be good enough for this tablet, as all the other media and even X Series 6 apps can be stored in the SD card. This portable Windows tablet also aims to please the power user in you, so it comes with the USB OTG functionality mainly because the main charging port is just micro USB and not full USB. Small caveat is that you can't charge the device while connecting peripherals, but the possibility that you can indeed connect any device to this tablet makes it worthwhile. Windows 8.1 also comes with Miracast support out of the box, meaning you can wirelessly mirror or extend your screen to a secondary display. It works great with our in-house Netgear push-to-TV Miracast receiver, as we found out in our demo. You would have liked Dell to have bundled a USB OTG cable, but this tablet being primarily focused at consumption, we can't really complain. Talking of consumption, the Dell Venue 8 Pro excels at one thing, and that's media playback. We know this is going to be the best use case for this tablet, and it's great that it can do it well. Full HD 1080p videos in the MKV format with subtitles, just like your desktop. The Venue 8 Pro can do it with ease thanks to the flexibility of x86 apps like VLC and Media Play Classic. The loudspeaker performance too is very loud. While it is of good quality for the most part, it does distort at the higher end. But even at 70% of its total capacity, the tablet is really loud. Coming to the camera unit on this one, there is a 5MP unit on its back and a 1.2MP unit on the front, as we mentioned earlier. The rear camera is capable of recording full HD videos, while the front facing one can do 720p. But both are strictly for video calling purposes alone. Taking photos with tablets is a growing trend, unfortunately, due to the allure of a large viewfinder to immediately view your creations. But this tablet will thankfully be not part of that race, because it just plainly sucks for anything other than video calling, and that's quite good enough in our opinion. Windows 8.1, the latest iterative update to the massive rehaul that was Windows 8, is almost perfect for this tablet. It is now more optimized for this form factor, and the default apps have massively improved from last year, making the out-of-the-box experience much better than what it was like last year. With portrait orientation enhancements and better snap modes like 50-50 and variable ratios, it makes multitasking so much better, which is non-existent on other tablets. Windows 8 had already arguably the best UI made for tablets with swipes and edge bezel gestures, but it just got better with 8.1. We can say that it now feels more at home than before. But there are still a lot of inconsistencies to be worked on here. The portrait support is still fidgety on some first-party apps, and most of the third-party apps still only support the landscape orientation. We just hope it matures even faster, and knowing that the next update will indeed come to this tablet, we have no complaints. Talking of apps, this being a full Windows 8.1 device, we have two ecosystems to deal with. One is WinRT, the Metro environment, which is slowly getting better, but some of the third-party services, first-party apps are still poor. For example, Twitter and Dropbox are some of them which have piss-poor apps. There is still no official YouTube app, but one can indeed deal with it in the browser, which has full flash support, or use the awesome third-party app MetroTube. But no official one is still a sticking point for most. But yes, things are getting better with new apps for Facebook and Flipboard, making the App Store more desirable by the day. Games too are coming in droves, with the recent release of Asphalt 8 being an indication. But there is also the x86 ecosystem, where basically any exe you're going to install will work. Be it old apps or games, they'll just work like they used to. But using them will be a problem due to the small touchscreen and the poorly optimized touch targets for the UI. But you do get a free copy of Office 2013 Home and Student in case you want to get some work done, because at least these apps have better touch optimization. But still, we think Metro Office can't come soon enough. The Dell Venue 8 Pro is equipped with an 18 Wh battery, which translates to around 4830 mAh. In short, it's great. We have been seeing less drain on idle, and thanks to that, we get overall 2 days of average use. The new Intel Atom Bay Trail chip, along with the low power memory, has made huge strides with respect to the competition. If you have not installed any x86 apps that run in the background, the battery life will be awesome, as it was for us. But otherwise, if you have any x86 apps installed, there will be battery drain in idle. Concluding, the Dell Venue 8 Pro stands tall among its 8-inch Windows brethren and even rivals the competition in the form of the first generation iPad mini, which is similarly priced. We'd even go as far as saying it offers more value for the higher price it commands when compared to its Android counterparts. It has a great display with excellent viewing angles, good build quality, super fast performance, great media playback, and even additional digitizer support for the Inker Renew. Windows 8.1 too adds a lot of value with a great UI geared at multitasking, but could use a little more consistency and more RT apps. On the hardware side, we missed out on the HDMI out, which could have been much better for this tablet, and yearned for a higher PPI display. But otherwise, this is one solid tablet with an affordable price tag of just $299 for the Wi-Fi only base version. Go for it if you can get it from the US. It's a really good tablet. So that's about it for the Dell Venue 8 Pro review from us. Do read our full in-depth review on our blog. The links are in the description below. And make sure you hit the like button in case you enjoyed this video. So anyway, that's it from me. This is Bharadwaj signing off. Thanks for watching this video, and let us know what you think in the comment section below. And if you like this video, do share it with your friends and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these.